What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back with another daily trade review. Today was another good day in the market. Nothing special at all, just some solid trading. We took 4 trades today, and like I said, nothing special. Basically base hits. Actually, I would call 2 of them maybe walks to first base, because we basically didn't make much money, but we kept the trades green. So let's go ahead. Let's bring up the thumbnail watch list, see what we were looking at today, and we will. Hold on, wrong button. There we go. That's the one we were looking for. That was the watch list for today. We had quite a few ideas on there. Some of these we put on the watch list as the morning was going. But we had Best Buy, we had AMD, we had Apple. We see Apple had gap down, came all the way back down to previous days low. We took no trades on that. Facebook, we took no trades. NVDA, we did take a little trade on that one. We took a trade on the Q, took a trade on the SPY. We traded GOVX in our main account. Took that trade somewhere right around here. Real small size, just a little quick little trade. Worked pretty much just like we thought it would. BTTX, nothing on that one, but look at what it did. If you see, we have this area marked on the chart. That is a breakout. Broke out of that area and popped very nicely. This here must have been another area that was on the chart that we just didn't have marked, but kind of consolidated right there and broke out again. So I'm sure some people got paid on that stock right there. But that is what we were looking at today. And let's go ahead and see how we fared on TRADERVUE. Reviewing trades for Tuesday, May 24th. We took 4 trades today. Nothing special. We wasn't trying to put the foot on the gas. The charts wasn't really showing that today. And as you see, we took 2 trades on the Qs. One pretty much hitting our 2-to-1 target. This one here basically flat, moved the stop up to break even. NVDA, same way. And then the SPY just about got our 2-to-1 out of there. These 2 here were actually, we were up probably 1 R, and they just fizzled on out, came back. Once we look at the charts, we'll see if they actually would have stopped us out and kept going, but in this market, green is good right now. But let's go ahead, bring the charts up, take a look and see how we were doing. If you hadn't already hit that like button, you already know what I'm going to tell you. Already know what I'm going to ask you. Please hit that like button for me. That way it possibly could help me out in the algorithms. It could possibly do just that. But let's go ahead, bring up the first trade of the morning, which was on the Qs. It was on the QQQ. We see that the Qs opened just inside of the previous day's low, made this move down, and it finally broke out of it. And let's see where we were getting in this trade at. We got in at 939. Let's see where 939 was at on the chart. Boom, boom, bam, 939 right there. Decent entry. I will say a decent entry only because we were trying to just get quick scalps on these trades this morning. As soon as they were in the green, we were moving our stop to break even. And then we were just letting the trades play out. And like I said, first area of lock-in would be 1R after we've went to break even. Next area we moving the stop to is 2R, and then we just kind of chasing it from that point. So we got out of this trade at 949. Let's see where 949 is at. Bam. Right there. Right as it is coming back up. And the one thing I wanted to look at, we got in here. Stop was going to be up here. Never even came back to break even. Definitely didn't come back to our stop. And look at that move that it made. Nice move. But like I said, we are just trying to capture profit. That was the goal today. Next trade. Back on the Qs. Back on the Qs. We got in this one at 957. Oh, I'm sorry, 955 is when we got in. 957 is when we got out. So I'm looking at the 1 minute. 1 minute is looking good. I like that. 2 minute chart probably was getting in down here, but can't really be. We were a little early. That's what I'm trying to say. Got in a little early. But the play was to break this area here. And we got out of this one 2 minutes later at 957. 957. Right here as it was coming back up. So this thing made the move down. It got us green. We moved our stop to break even. It came back up. Pretty much stopped us out for a $6 loss. And then it took off. Ouch. Look at all that money we left on the table. Look at all that money. We could have left the stop up here. Trying to, and this is when you hear people say that a green trade is good. You'll hear some people say any green trade is good. This right here, no. 285. This thing went all the way down to 282 in concession and consecutive red candles. We never had a green candle for $3. If this had a delta of 0.25, which I'm sure it had somewhere around there, on $3, that's $75 per contract. We had 2 contracts. This was possibly $150 that we left on the table. But we made $6. I'm going to ask y'all to please get in the comment section. Let me know if that was a good trade. It was a green trade. We kept it green. But was it really a good trade? I'm going to be the one to tell you no, it was not. You might tell me different. We moved that stop. We moved that stop a little too soon. We moved it a little too soon. We didn't want to take a losing trade, and we moved it too soon. And we see we had the right idea. Look at the 15-minute. Good volume on that first 15-minute candle. Good volume here. We got a top and tail. There's no reason to get out of that trade. So, but we made $6, so it was a green trade. Next trade, NVDA. And this was one we didn't even put it on the watch list. We just got it straight off of our, I think I was looking at the options scanner when I did this one, but we see NVDA was pretty much the same. It is a NASDAQ stock, so it's going to move somewhat like the Qs is moving unless it's doing its own thing. We got in this one at 9:58 and 57 seconds, so almost 9:59. Where are we at? Where are we at? So pretty much right in between. Let's drop it right there. Man, this chart looks familiar. This entry looks familiar. It almost looks just like the Q, like that last entry on the Q. This was fairly extended though. This was extended. This was a like I said before, just a quick, let's get in the money. Let's move the stop. That's what we did. But we got out of this one, what, 6 minutes later? 10:04. Let's see where we at. 10:04. Ooh, let's look at this one. We got out of this one. Stock is at 159. It came down. It set a low of 157. That's $2. That's $50 times 2 contracts. That's $100. Possibly, had we let this come all the way down and got out of it. We made $10 on the trade. It was a green trade. I'm gonna ask you again, was that a good trade? I don't know. In this market, look at this. This came down, pulled back, no follow through. So on one hand, you look at that and say, yeah, just get what you can out of these trades. But on the other hand, we had no signs that this was going to go against us. Look at the 15 over here. Again, solid red candle. That's higher day volume headed down. Next candle, top and tail, pushing down. We don't really have a reason to get out of that. This was the new candle. Came back up, stopped us out. Boom, kept it moving. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say on that. I don't know. It was a green trade. Added a little money into our account. But again, we possibly left $100 on the table. What were we paying for these contracts? Let me see. Paid $292 a contract. So we paid almost a little less than $600 for the trade, and we made $10. So not really good return on investment on those. But let's go ahead, get this last one out of the way. It was the SPY. Again, we see that the SPY opened inside of the previous day's low. It just kind of chopped down. One thing that I do want to add to this chart. Nope, let's add it over here. And then I'll need to save this. Where's the studies? Let's edit the studies. I want to add exponential moving average. I'm going to add the 9, and I'm going to just thicken this line up a little bit. This is on my 15 when I'm trading. So there we go. This is what I like to see. Once it breaks that. So, all right. And I'll save this once I get done. But we got in this one at 1013. So let's see where 1013 was at. Would have been on that candle right there. Again, I don't look at the 1 minute. 1 minute is not on my setup when I'm trading in the mornings. Looking at the 1 minute, that's a good entry though. That's a breakout. That's a nice break. Some people would call it a breakdown because it is breaking down, but it's breaking out of that area. So on the 2 minute, we just see a solid bleed off and then it just drops. Oh, look at this. I'm sorry, y'all. We're looking at a 5 minute chart. We have reviewed all of these on a 5 minute. Let's change that to a 2 minute. My bad. All right, so now we kind of see that little breakdown. Right here would have been money. That's 389. That's 388. So that was a dollar move right there. So on 2 contracts, that was $50, that move. We caught it late. We got out of this one at 1020. 1020. As it's coming back up, that is chasing the stop. That's what you'll see on all of these. Almost riding it down to the bottom. People say you'll never get the bottom. It's very hard to get the bottom. But I've been getting close by chasing it. I've been getting fairly close because usually when it does turn, it's making this move back up. But again, you see that same range, and let's just see if it works out. So 389, we got out call it 388. What is this? 389. Yeah, 389, pretty much even. 387.85, little over $1 move, and we made $48. You see how the numbers work? For every dollar on 2 contracts, I stand to make $50 when I'm buying contracts with a $25 delta. It's that simple. It's defined. It's a defined trade. I know what my risk is. I know what my gains will be. But that was our last trade of the morning. We took 4 green trades, 4 solid green trades, but 2 of those, I will ask you, were they good trades? Were they good trades? And let's just go back and look at the Qs real quick. Just want to take a peek. Since we were looking at a 5-minute chart, let's look at the 2-minute chart on the Qs. So we were getting in here, possibly a little early, but with this top and tail, this is telling me that this is still going down. So that's why we got in right there. Again, stop is going to be right up here. We see that that never did come back. We got out right here. Now on the 2-minute, you can see the pullback. Pullback stopped us out. The next one, we got in right here. Stop is going to be here. We got this move that came down because this was a red candle. This came all the way down to here. We moved our stop to break even, and then this came all the way back up, tagged us for the little small $6 gain, jumped over to the next 2-minute candle, and shebang, it took off. And like I said, easily $50 we left on the table, up to possibly 150. So that was that. And then let's look at NVDA on the 2-minute real quick. NVDA on the 2-minute, wicked sell-off, blowing straight through previous days low. The pullback, here's where we should have got in, right there. That's 160. Let's see. 160, call it 75. 159. We can call it, let's even say 175. That was $1 move. That was $50 right there on 2 contracts that we missed out on, getting in late. Then again, took that stop to break even. We let this thing come back and we made $10 on this trade. Even if, let's see. Nope, we would have got stopped out right there. Had we moved the stop to break even, possibly could have got stopped out right there. Leaving it up here where our stop would have been at for the 1R loss. Nope, wouldn't have stopped out. And we would have stood to make 159.65, 157. Yeah, stood to make about $50 on that one. Maybe a little bit more, because also as this goes down, that delta is going to increase because you have gamma intensifying it. But on that note, we're going to wrap this one up. Again, like I said, solid day. We hit our goal. Still keeping that goal at $100 a day that we like to make in this choppy market. Be on the lookout for a video I'm going to make asking, is $100 a day really any money? Is $100 a day really any money? Be on the lookout for that video, because a lot of people seem to think that that's not a lot of money. For one, let's look at how long I traded for today. Got in the first trade at 9:39. We got out of the last trade at 10:20. So we wasn't in the market an hour. Made 115 bucks. Just that alone tells me that $100 a day is good money. When you're only trading an hour, that's a starting attorney's salary, I would think. I think that's what they probably make, $75 an hour, somewhere around there. So I'll ask you, is $100 a day good money? Be on the lookout for that video. I just posted a video this morning of me making a pre-market gap scanner in Thinkorswim. It only took 10 minutes to make that scanner. And for new traders, that will give you some stocks to look at. But whether or not you take the trade is based on if you find that it meets your trading plan and you can find a pattern once the market opens. So check that out as well. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, and we will be back at it again tomorrow to see what the market offers. And on that note, I'm out of here. Peace.